Welcome to Read the Bible with me. I'm Stan Jr. and today we're looking at chapter 23 of the book of 2nd Chronicles. If you're new here, go ahead and click the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell. If you're a Bible Club member, always grateful that you watch every day and you support with that $10 a month for the ministry. You know what it helps us to do, send Bibles and missionaries every single month. So thankful for your continued donations. Let's get started with chapter 23 of the book of 2nd Chronicles, verse 1. Now, if you are a Bible Club member, make sure you like this video and leave a white flag below, all right? Or a comment, something. Let me know that you're here. It says, "But in the 7th year, Jehoiada took courage and entered into a covenant with the commanders of hundreds, Azariah the son of Jehoram, Ishmael the son of Jehonanan, Azariah the son of Obed, Maaseiah the son of Adaiah, and Eliashaphat the son of Zichri. And they went about through Judah and gathered the Levites from all the cities of Judah, and the heads of their fathers' houses of Israel, and they came to Jerusalem. And all the assembly made a covenant with the king in the house of God, made a promise together. And Jehoiada said to them, Behold, the king's son, let him reign, as the Lord spoke concerning the sons of David. This is the thing that you shall do. Of your priests and Levites who come off duty on the Sabbath, 1/3 shall be gatekeepers, and on 1/3 shall be at the king's house, and 1/3 at the gate of the foundation. And all the people shall be in the courts of the house of the Lord. Let no one enter the house of the Lord, except the priests and ministering Levites. They may enter, for they are holy, but all the people shall keep the charge of the Lord. Levites shall surround the king, each with his weapons in his hand, and whoever enters the house shall be put to death. Be with the king when he comes in and when he goes out." The Levites and all Judah did according to all that Jehoiada the priest commanded, and they each brought his men, who were to go off duty on the Sabbath, with those who were to come on duty on the Sabbath. For Jehoiada the priest did not dismiss the divisions, and Jehoiada the priest gave to the captains the spears and the large and small shields that had been King David's, which were in the house of God. And he set all the people as a guard for the king, every man with his weapon in his hand, from the south side of the house to the north side of the house, around the altar of the house. When they brought out the king's son, and put on the crown on him, and gave him the testimony, and they proclaimed him king, and Jehoiada and his sons anointed him, and they said, Long live the king. So Joash is made the king now. Let's see what happens next. When Athaliah, remember the grandma that was killing her sons and her grandkids? And Athaliah heard of the noise of the people running and praising the king. She went into the house of the Lord to the people. And when she looked, there was the king standing by his pillar at the entrance. And the captains and the captains and the trumpeters beside the king, and all the people of the land rejoicing and blowing trumpets, and the singers with their musical instruments leading in the celebration. And Athaliah tore her clothes and cried, Treason! Treason! Then Jehoiada the priest brought out the captains who were set over the army, saying to them, Bring her out between the ranks, and anyone who follows her is to be put to death with the sword. For the priest said, Do not put her to death in the house of the Lord. So they laid hands on her, and she went into the entrance of the horse gate of the king's house, and they put her to death there. And Jehoiada made a covenant between himself and all the people and the king that they should be the Lord's people. Then all the people went to the house of Baal and tore it down. His altars and his images they broke in pieces, and they killed Mattan, the priest of Baal, for the altars. And Jehoiada posted watchmen for the house and the Lord under the direction of the Levitical priest and the Levites, from whom David had organized to be in charge of the house of the Lord, to offer burnt offerings in the house of the Lord, as it is written in the laws of Moses, with rejoicing and with singing, according to the law or the order of David. He stationed the gatekeepers at the gates of the house of the Lord, so that no one should enter who was in any way unclean. And he took the captains and the nobles, the governors of the people, and all the people of the land. And they brought the king down from the house of the Lord, marching through the upper gate to the king's house. And they set the king on the royal throne. So all the people of the land rejoiced, and the city was quiet after Athaliah had been put to death with the sword. So we see a lot going on here. First, we see Joash is becoming king. Then Athaliah comes in and, she's mad about it. And, she's put to death. And he says anyone that follows him is going to be put to death as well. And what's important to note here is that the Levites were the ones that actually guarded the king in this case. They guarded the gate, the king, they made the music, they did anything concerning the house of the Lord when someone's in the house of the Lord. They kept it holy, right? And so if you're someone that works in church or serves in church, you're kind of a Levite. You're someone that helps around and helps worship go on in church. You're a Levite. So what that means is don't be stuck to one thing. The Lord can use you in a lot of different places. Be open to allow the Lord to use you wherever He wills to use you, all right? Now, then the last part of this, Jehoiada reforms. He reforms things. You see? So he comes in and he kills these false idol priests and all this different stuff he has them getting rid of. Athaliah, he puts him to death, all his people. And it says after that woman was put to death, Athaliah, the wicked grandmother queen, the city was quiet. That means they had peace. They had sweet rest. Because you can't rest when you have wicked leadership. That was chapter 23 of the book of 2 Chronicles. Pray it helped you. If you'd like to become a Bible Club member, click the link in the description or go to RTBWM.org or readthebiblewithme.org. You can buy a t-shirt there and support the ministry with a one-time gift. Buying a t-shirt. Love you all. Next time I see you, we'll be reading chapter 24 of the book of 2 Chronicles. God bless you. Peace.